Here, a little bit of a history of Halloween, just because it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, and I understand where people are lining up here. You do have some of the often new, ultra-charismatic Christians who take it a little too far. I think there's a way to, and you can comment below, I think there's a way to celebrate something that is a cultural holiday in the United States and not partake in some of the pagan historical elements. But there are also, elements of the Catholic Church that tie into this, and the same goes for Christmas. We just kind of have to pick a date. So each year on Halloween, it's common to hear people equating dressing up and trick-or-treating with demon worship. You draw your own conclusions.
Make sure that you don't celebrate this day because it's not a Jesus day, it's a devil day.
Do you understand that people literally put, spells on candy?
Sorry, what? Literally. Trick-or-treating and dress up for Halloween. You think it's innocent. You're opening the door for those spirits and that spiritual warfare and that witchcraft that come into you and your children's lives.
Just make sure you don't vote. God, how does democracy work?
I don't know.
Now I just drank baby powder. I'm going to move my
that's why I'm going to
actual
blow mine
drink
the other way.
to over here. Gross. So let me give you a brief. So here's a fast fact one. Okay, Halloween. It's a hybrid.
There you go.
Of a Christian and pagan holiday. Now, to be clear, there was an ancient Roman festival. I think it was pronounced Lemuria.
Yeah.
Lemuria. Utes. And then in 609 AD, the Catholic Church started All Saints' Day, May 13th. Okay? It was a festival that was exercising malevolent spirits. And then they kind of did this to co-op a holiday, right?
Yeah.
What happened is if you look at the early church, they were saying, okay, these pagan people have a holiday they're already celebrating. How do we bring them into the fold? They probably already have a day off work.
There you go.
Kind of like Labor Day. Let's just bring in one of our holidays, and, we'll be across the parking lot. Hey, come on over here. Ours is more fun. They did the same thing. 837 AD, the Catholic Church then moved All Saints' Day to November 1st to coincide with the Celtic holiday Samhain. And so there was, or Samhain, however you pronounce it.
Whatever.
Gowan sings a song, Strange Animal. So it's pagan traditions that were combined, kind of co-opted by the Christian church back then. They mixed it up. They gave this holiday, they created All Hallows Eve. And just to be clear, that's kind of what happened with Christmas. Now, we're celebrating the birth of Christ.
Right.
And I understand some people say, oh, Santa is demonic. Or they'll say, oh, the tree is pagan. Yeah, but again, we don't know the exact day that Jesus Christ was born. So they picked a day, likely when the Babylonians celebrated the winter solstice. They said, okay, we have these people who we view as pagan. We want to proselytize. We want to bring people into the fold. So let's take something they're already celebrating and let's sort of, combine it, hybridize it. Yeah.
I like that.
It's kind of like modern fusion cuisine, only hopefully you're saving souls.
Right, exactly. It didn't work
Holiday
out so well.
appropriation.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's
Dovetail
to
in.
appreciate your day.
Yes. And did you have something you wanted to add to that?
No.
Okay. I didn't know. It's hard for me to hear. Fast fact, too. I don't know if you noticed, Guy Fawkes is actually the guy to blame for trick-or-treating in America.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The Irish, they imported Guy Fawkes Day.
Oh, that guy, Guy Fawkes. Oh, yeah.
The V for Vendetta.
Oh, yeah.
What? Is it? I just don't want to say the word and then get bleeped on YouTube.
Oh, Guy Fawkes.
Folks. Folks.
I've used it in a different
Guy
sense.
Fawkes.
That guy,
I'll tell you what,
Guy Fawkes.
That Guy Fawkes.
Now, that Guy Fawkes.
Yeah, he does. I mean, you get that mask, you cannot keep the ladies off you.
And that brings us to the tale of the folking guy. I mean, it works.
Oh, can you take the fade off that or no? Or do we do that? You know what? Here, we're gonna. That actually brings me to the tale of Thomas the Tank has bad peripheral vision and is missing his timing.
You guys don't do it right.
Yeah.
I'm just
stuck to my tan.
Not
It's going to
be
be one of those
drinking anything
days,
today.
Tim.
All right.
Take your mask
So they
off.
imported the Guy Fawkes Day with the old world tradition of souling, which was, by the way, receiving treats in exchange for prayers for lost loved ones.
That doesn't
And by the way,
seem
all
nice.
you V for Vendetta asshats out there, do you understand that the guy, first off, it was a failed plot. It was a failed bomb plot. And he was looking to reestablish a religious oligarchy.
Oops.
Anyways, then in the 1950s, you had the suburbs, right, that they started they were on the rise. They were so hot back then, candy companies sort of decided to capitalize, and it became modern day trick-or-treating, the second biggest holiday.
But do you know why the trick or treat part? I mean, maybe it's not completely why, but when they didn't have a lot of sugar during the war, the kids actually would go and just like destroy people's houses.
Yeah, they still do it in Detroit.
They do, but that's just because they're angry and they're future doctors and lawyers. So they have to get that out of their system. But the candy companies actually started doing this, and they said this is at least basically it's like the kids unionized and threatened enough people to get candy and finally got candy as an entire holiday.
I don't think
it was
God,
brilliant work.
I don't think God likes Halloween. Because of cavities, guys. Cavities.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you forget about that?
I mean,
True.
he did give us teeth.
Yeah, I guess he likes tooth decay. Okay.
I'm sure he probably
there could possibly be a way to avoid it.
he had a hand in the Weston Price Foundation, I think. That's their predestination.
Second biggest commercial holiday. I didn't know that.
Yeah, behind Christmas.
That's crazy.
It's
That's
huge.
I thought Thanksgiving would be higher, but I mean, maybe not. Nope.
Yeah. So if you're a Christian out there, if you're, is there a way to celebrate something? It's a cultural holiday. It's not a religious holiday in the United States. Do you think you can separate the two? And I think, if you're dressing like, a demon covered in your own intestines, like you're probably taking it a little far.
Different than like a superhero.
Covered in your own intestines?
It's really tough when it's really tough when you have like 2 or 3 year olds. You have to find a neighborhood that's like stimulating but not too scary.
Yeah.
I mean, just the other day, I was at Costco. I shit myself. There was a display. It's 8 feet high, and then they put it on crates, and I just walked by. I went, ooh, it's all time. I mean, I had to use the bathroom, and they're like Turkish prisons.
Yeah.
You had blazing wings, though, so that's really why.
Yeah, really. I should really blame Buffalo Wild.
Yeah.
Just shit yourself. That's a terrible costume. Who are you? Guy who
Joe
shot
Biden?
himself?
Oh, wow. That's you really did.
Oh,
man.
God. Now I'm guy who throws up everywhere. There we are.
Guy shits.
Oh, God. What are you dressed up as? Hepatitis?
Yes.
It's shots, okay? It's pronounced shots.
Shots. Sorry.
So let's get into this now. It's been long enough with the frivolity, but it's Halloween, right? It's time for fun and demonic sacrifice.
Watch Slider with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.